Bitch ass nigga. All you YB fans, you bitch ass nigga better block me today, nigga. This little bitch ass nigga on this hoe painting his nail, doing all type of hoe shit, nigga. G Money been said you was a hoe, nigga. Finna get on that Fredo shit, nigga.
Montana 700 started blowing up across social media after NBA YoungBoy called him out for real, and everything changed fast. At first, the situation looked like just another round of random internet trash talk, just two rappers tossing words online. But it didn't take long before people realized there was something way deeper brewing. The entire rap world suddenly felt like it was holding its breath, waiting to see who was going to move first because everybody could feel this wasn't just about pride anymore.
But none of these niggas, Lil Baby, none of them are on any type of level of NBA YoungBoy.
It was a moment that could shift the energy of the whole game. Fans stayed locked to their screens like it was a boxing match on pay-per-view. Comments piled up, memes flew, and everybody started whispering about who had the real advantage. Even people who don't usually follow rap drama started paying attention because it felt like something major was coming. Now, a lot of folks online had opinions, claiming no upcoming rappers were close to YoungBoy's level, saying things like, none of them are on his level. The talk got loud, but the truth was way bigger than the jokes. Underneath all these viral clips sat years of history that nobody paid attention to until now. To really understand how messy this situation got,
I ain't even gonna bullshit with you. It was hard. I was on the floor. Like, I mean with the lawyers and shit, we looking on the paper, I was for the do it. But then when the paperwork came, I'm like,
you gotta rewind the clock. Way before trending posts, way before headlines, even before people outside Dallas knew who Montana 700 was. Back in 2021, Montana wasn't a viral personality. He was just another underground dreamer with a whole lot of hunger and a sharp attitude to match. Every verse he dropped hit like he was swinging at the world, and you could tell he believed he was meant for something bigger, even when the stages he wanted felt miles out of reach. Montana had that type of energy where every performance felt personal, like he was fighting through his music. He wasn't scared to speak his mind, and his ambition made him unpredictable. Sometimes that same fire got him in trouble, pushing him to react before thinking, but it also made people notice him. Then came NBA YoungBoy's video Black Ball, and that's when the first spark hit the ground. Nobody knew it in the moment, but that drop would quietly start a rivalry that would explode later like a fuse that took years to reach the dynamite. In the video, YoungBoy showed up with a whole different vibe. Painted nails, dark eyeliner, and this rebellious energy that almost felt theatrical. It was like he was telling the world, I'm doing things my way now. Some of his fans said it was growth. Others laughed and didn't know what to make of it. But Montana didn't look at it like evolution or art. He saw opportunity. He saw a moment where one of the biggest names in the game looked vulnerable. And like every hungry artist trying to get noticed in the 2020s, he picked up his phone and went live. His expression was bold, messy, and playful. He joked, saying YoungBoy looked like a manager from a rock-style shop. He wasn't thinking about consequences or the internet's long memory. He just saw a chance to get attention.
Yeah, YB checked out River Bend though. Yeah, nigga ain't tell you that. Yeah, nigga took his store and called.
That live stream wasn't planned, wasn't strategic. It was pure impulse, the type of small moment that either makes your career or buries it forever. For Montana, back then, it came and went like any other joke. People chuckled, scrolled past, and kept moving. But the thing about the internet, it never forgets. Something that seems harmless today turns into a headline tomorrow, especially when the person you laughed at becomes a global superstar later. Fast forward to 2025. YoungBoy is at the top of the mountain. His NASA project is dominating charts. He's selling out shows, and he's traveling city to city with insane energy. Nobody can touch him. And then suddenly, that old clip of Montana clowning him gets dug up and starts circulating again. Within hours, it spreads across TikTok, Instagram Reels, and reaction channels. Someone posted it with the caption, "Remember when this Dallas dude clowned YB?" Millions of people watched it and laughed. And that's when the internet flipped the script on Montana. That old moment, that tiny joke, suddenly looked like a huge mistake. It wasn't just a comment anymore. It was disrespect toward an entire movement. People weren't just pro YoungBoy because of his music. They were emotionally invested. He had become a symbol of independence, struggle, and resilience. And in their eyes, Montana wasn't just mocking an artist. He was mocking the image, the message. the lifestyle YoungBoy represented. Rap fans love two things more than anything: loyalty and payback. So when old beef rises from the grave, the internet doesn't just watch, it celebrates and demands more. People turned the online moment into a storyline, predicting how YoungBoy would react. Would he ignore it? Would he respond in a track? Would something happen in the real world? Meanwhile, YoungBoy was building his legacy stronger than ever. His album Massa, Make America Slime Again, dropped and shook everything up. 18 tracks with 0 features, barely any promo, and still hitting #2 on Billboard. The project was raw, emotional, rebellious, and full of painful honesty and fire. The type of sound that grabs the youth and doesn't let go. Fans treated it like gospel, like YoungBoy had given them a manual for surviving chaos. Critics described it as chaotic brilliance.
Eyes always watching me, but you don't know me though. But you don't know me. Your eyes always watching me, but you don't know me. Pretty ass nigga, little big ass nigga, call somebody, nigga. That's what you gonna have to do. Yeah.
While supporters said it spoke for the streets, every line felt intentional. And that's when listeners began to notice certain lyrics, bars that felt directed at someone specific. YoungBoy started talking about fake rivals, internet tough guys, and random people trying to get clout from his name. And everybody on TikTok, Twitter, and fan forums swore he was talking about Montana. Fans replayed the songs again and again, taking screenshots of lyrics, highlighting lines, and debating theories all night long. Reels were full of people saying things like, "He's talking about Montana right here." And once that idea started spreading, the energy shifted. This wasn't small anymore. This felt like chess. From there, YoungBoy's tour started, and every show felt like a battlefield. The lights, the smoke, the crowd yelling every word, it was intense. People felt like anything could happen on stage. And then it did. In Los Angeles, YoungBoy stopped mid-performance, stared into the crowd, and said with a cold voice, "Try it. Little boy, get your face broken." The entire arena exploded. People online went wild, replaying it again and again, analyzing his tone, his face, the energy, trying to decide if it was aimed at Montana or someone else. And when the tour reached Dallas, Montana's home, the tension thickened instantly. YoungBoy didn't say any names, but he didn't have to. When he shouted, "No clown is going to mock slime and walk away," the crowd roared because everybody knew exactly what he meant. That moment sent a chill through the entire city, like the streets were whispering, "This just got real." The minute YoungBoy's tour rolled into Dallas, everything shifted like a storm rolling over the city.
Me and Doe built this shit from the dirt. Nigga, New Dallas, bring my name.
That wasn't just another tour stop. It was Montana 700's hometown, and everybody knew the energy would be different the second the lights came on. The arena felt like it was holding secrets, whispers running through every seat, because things between these two weren't just internet jokes anymore. They felt personal now. The crowd packed every inch of the place, flashing lights, packed seats, and fans buzzing like they knew something big was coming. Nobody even had to say Montana's name for people to feel the tension in their chest. It was like everyone understood there was unfinished business, and Dallas soil was where it would get addressed, whether anybody liked it or not. When YoungBoy stepped on stage that night, he didn't have to call anybody out directly.
Yay! And they bang! Bitch ass nigga, you push back, you better not ever try it again. Don't play with me. Show him my watch, mama. This little top nigga. I got that shit in my pants. Got that shit in my.
His energy did it for him. In the middle of a song, he paused, leaned forward like he spotted something in the crowd, and shouted into the mic, "Ain't no clown gonna mock slime and just walk away." The arena exploded. Fans screamed like they had been waiting for that moment all night, and the message carried through every seat like a shockwave. Nobody needed translation. Dallas knew exactly who that line was aimed toward, and the whole room froze for a second before turning wild. People said it felt like you could slice the air with a knife. That's how heavy the energy was. Even online, clips of that moment spread like wildfire. Fans replayed the footage, slowing it down frame by frame, analyzing his face, his tone, his stance. Some said he was ready to throw down right there. Others said he was just playing the crowd. But all agreed one thing: he meant every word. And then the old ghost came back louder than ever. A TikTok account randomly resurfaced the 2021 clip of Montana laughing into his phone about the blackball video, joking about YoungBoy's new style. The caption read, "This didn't age well." That short sentence carried more weight than a whole album drop. People felt it in their chest. By sunrise,
Yeah. In they brain. Bitch ass nigga, you push back, you better not ever try it again. Don't play with me. Show 'em my watch, mama. This little top nigga. I got that shit in my pants, got that shit in my...
the clip hit over 6 million views. The internet went crazy. Reaction channels jumped on it immediately. Instagram Reels chopped it into mini soap opera skits. Twitter turned into a battlefield with hashtag Montana700 climbing the global trends like a rocket. It felt like the internet was laughing in real time, and Montana was the punchline. Trying to calm things down, Montana went live and said, "Man, that was just jokes. I respect YB, it's all love." But the timing was bad, and the internet wasn't in a forgiving mood. Once the crowd smells weakness, nobody steps back. His comments filled with snake emojis, laughing icons,
You stand on business, a lot of niggas don't like it, you feel it? I remember at one point, you had been locked down in my home. These pussy ass niggas know I can't move around, they were clapping it on me, They were clapping it.
and warnings from dedicated slime fans who took YoungBoy's name like a flag they would die under. Within hours, Montana started feeling the real consequences. A few collaborators quietly stepped away, canceling features, deleting posts, and moving like they never knew him. That silence from his own circle hurt more than the online noise. But that's how the game moves. When heat comes, people protect themselves first. Things got colder when YoungBoy liked a fan post saying Montana should stay in Dallas. Just a single tap. That's all it took. The internet exploded. People treated that like an official warning, remixing screenshots into memes, adding dramatic captions, and mixing Montana's old jokes into YoungBoy's songs. Creators edited his laugh under hard verses, turning it into a cruel joke that spread across social media like digital wildfire. You couldn't scroll 3 videos without seeing his name thrown around. Rumors started flying that both rappers would be in Dallas on the same weekend, and suddenly, everything went quiet. Not because people lost interest, but because they were waiting to see if online smoke would turn into real-world fire. Then came September 2nd, 2025, a night Dallas will never forget. The entire arena was wall-to-wall packed, lights blasting, crowd roaring, and people buzzing like they were watching history unfold live. YoungBoy's Massa Tour was already one of the craziest things happening in rap.
Song and saying some dumb shit in it. I double click, I say Jason. I say little male bitch. Hey, and I'm still behind my mic, I go on that bitch like this, I say, yeah, but they gonna kill you, you better stop dancing now. Tell them niggas fucking man, I know. I ain't talking shit on that guy, about your fucking milk. Mother got no 50, and he say that they gon' fuck with you. I love you, nigga.
And this night felt different, tense, like Destiny was waiting backstage. Montana wasn't even booked to perform. He just came to support his homie Honcho Amir, who had landed an opening spot. He moved through the building low-key, trying not to draw attention, but fate doesn't care about plans. Destiny lives in hallways like that. Quiet concrete paths where 2 stories can slam into each other by accident. Witnesses say the hallway went silent when YoungBoy turned the corner. Hood low, surrounded by his people, walking with a calm but heavy presence. Even the air felt different. Eyes followed him like everyone sensed something was about to shake loose. Then suddenly, they locked eyes. Montana standing there. YoungBoy stepping closer with zero hesitation like he'd been waiting for this moment.
Public service announcement, man, you say. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't even gonna bullshit because I don't do the bullshit. Say, you new Dallas fans and niggas, y'all gonna block me today. Fuck it, yeah, y'all gonna block me today. Montana 700 fans, all y'all bitch ass niggas gonna block me today. Check this out. Man, I'm just seeing the post that a nigga made about Lil Bro. No, we ain't finna do that, say, thug. I don't know what's going on with the internet, just popping they shit about him. Y'all ain't been playing with him, don't start playing with him. I don't know what the fuck going on with y'all. Just cause Lil Bro on tour, that don't mean things changed up around this motherfucker. Niggas still got structure going on, so I don't know what the fuck going on. Montana hollering about, oh, you should've listened to that nigga and listened to that bitch ass nigga. You could go be with that bitch ass nigga. Fuck wrong with a nigga, man. You know, we still putting shit up for cuz, man. Ain't nothing safe.
Someone nearby swore YoungBoy's voice dropped into a cold whisper as he said, "Say it again." Montana tried to laugh it off, hands up, half smiling, saying it was old internet stuff, no real smoke. But nobody in that hallway was smiling. The silence after his words was thick enough to choke on. Every person froze like the walls were watching. Then came one slap. Not wild, not chaotic, just sharp, quick, and loud enough to echo like a gunshot down concrete. People froze. Security didn't even react at first, like they couldn't believe what they'd seen. Managers freaked, voices cracked, phones came out, but it didn't matter. The moment happened before anyone could blink. That slap wasn't about hurting anybody. It was about power, about sending a message without raising his voice. It was a reminder of who held the crown in that room, and Montana felt that weight heavy as steel. Minutes later, YoungBoy was on stage like nothing happened.
My young brother, we want to thank you and let you know that we see you, we appreciate you, not just for everything that you've done in the community, but for everything that you're about to do. We want you to know that we recognize the power that you possess and that you can assist us with helping our community eliminate gun violence in our schools.
Ripping through verses like lightning, the crowd lost their minds when he growled into the mic. They talked tough. I walk up. The arena erupted because everybody knew who that was aimed at. People shot glances at each other like they just witnessed a ghost come through the speakers. By morning, there was no footage. Just rumors, tweets, and 1,000 you had to be there stories floating through every platform. But that's all it took, because in this culture, what people believe hits harder than what's proven. The streets started saying Montana got checked, and the internet ran with that narrative like it was law. His name trended for all the wrong reasons, and memes flooded timelines faster than he could delete them. But embarrassment can turn into fire real fast. While the crowd laughed, Montana wasn't sulking. He was planning his return like a chess player pushing a quiet pawn toward checkmate. Within 72 hours, he was locked inside the studio. Hoodie up, lights low, eyes cold. He didn't tweet, didn't argue online, he went straight to work. The booth became his arena, his chance to answer without saying a word on the internet. He dropped a track called Cold Money, and from the first bar, people knew it was war. He came in fierce, calling YoungBoy's persona digital tough guy energy, speaking on his darker vibe and flipping every joke back toward him. It was raw, sharp, and unapologetically bold. The hook punched through speakers like a warning, and fans reacted instantly. Within a week, Cold Money hit 2 million streams. TikTok flooded with edits, people reenacting his lines like movie scenes, fans debating who landed harder, whole timelines turning into lyrical battlegrounds. Montana went from an underdog to a viral headline overnight. But fame always arrives with shadows. His comments turned wild again. Emojis, threats, and intense messages from fans who felt like war had officially started. Even major pages jumped in, posting updates, reactions, and theories. Some people laughed at the drama, others took sides, and media outlets kept feeding the fire like it was a festival. Montana went live joking, saying, "He slapped me. I slapped back with bars." That line alone sparked another wave of jokes, reactions, and debates. The internet loves a quick punchline, and that one spread like gasoline on hot pavement. But behind that smile, everyone could see it. The pressure was real. Montana understood this wasn't playful anymore. This had gotten personal. As the smoke began to settle, neither side rushed to speak, and that silence felt louder than any diss track ever could. The rap world waited like something huge was still loading in the background, because nobody believed this story was actually finished. YoungBoy kept on touring, posting cryptic captions like secret codes, letting everybody guess what his next move would be. Meanwhile, Montana stayed focused on his music, dropping small teasers about loyalty, respect, and surviving the pressure like he'd been forced to grow up overnight. Fans noticed the change. His voice carried more weight now, like he'd learned how fast the internet can turn memories into weapons. In one rare interview, he said, "I ain't scared of nobody, but the internet remembers everything." That one line hit people straight in the chest because it sounded like a man who walked through the storm and came out different. For YoungBoy, this whole situation only fed his legacy, another wild chapter in a career built on unpredictability. For Montana, it became a double-edged sword. The drama that put him in front of millions, but also the same heat that left a few scars under his hoodie. Some people still argue Montana won that round with music. Others say YoungBoy held the throne without even talking. But the truth is, Both sides walked away with new power. By late 2025, everything went quiet. No apologies, no handshake, no public fireworks, just silence. The kind of silence that doesn't bring peace, just space for the next move. Because in this game, silence is never the ending. It's just the deep breath before someone hits upload again. So whether this chapter ends with respect or another wave of fire, one thing is clear. The streets, the fans, and the whole culture are still watching. All it takes is one bar, one post, one tiny spark, and the whole story could explode again. Because a feud like this, it never really ends. It just waits for the next beat to drop, like, and subscribe so you don't miss it.